Talk to the camera, look into its big eye. Welcome back, friends. It's time for a drink. It's Anders. Today we are making the Harvey Wallbanger. Well, a rendition of the Harvey Wallbanger. My rendition of the drink. Because I don't really like the Harvey Wallbanger. This was huge in the 1970s. This drink has a fantastic tale to it as well. Most of it's hogwash, but I'm gonna tell the tale anyway. So, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for more sips, tips, and recipes, and let's go have ourselves a Harvey Wallbanger. To the bar. Hola, mucho gusto, me llamo Anders. Today's video is sponsored by Babbel. Babbel is one of the top language learning apps in the entire world. I've been using it for a few weeks now. I'm learning Spanish, aprendo español, if you will. No big deal. And what I have learned is my brain is slower than it once was. Luckily, Babbel makes it fun and easy. With the app right on your phone, you can do it anywhere, anytime. Lessons can be short and sweet, yet complete. My friends tell me my Spanish has been improving. Me llamo Anders. ¿De dónde eres? Yo soy estadounidense. Un poco cansado. The lessons are intuitive and you get to learn a new language through real life conversations. Also, they have little games on it, so it's fun and easy and never feels like a chore. As soon as you log back in, you have the option to do a recap, which I always do because it doesn't always stick. And I'm learning all kinds of stuff. Babbel is scientifically proven to help you start speaking a new language in as little as 3 weeks. I'm not quite there yet, but that's okay because you can go at your own pace. There's also a 20-day money-back guarantee if you're not convinced. Click the link down below and get 60% off your subscription. 60%! And let me know what language you want to learn. Thank you, Babbel. Onto the film. Here is the legend of Harvey Wallbanger. Allegedly, this drink was created in 1952 out in Hollywood, California, created by Donato Antone, who went by the name Duke. He also ran a bar called Duke's Black Watch Bar out in Hollywood. And what happened was there was a surfer named Tom Harvey, who had just lost a big surfing competition. He was upset, so he comes into the Black Watch bar and he orders his favorite cocktail, a screwdriver, vodka and orange juice, but asks to float a little Galliano liqueur right on top. There we have the cocktail. He continues to drink these cocktails and he's still upset, so he goes over and starts banging his head on the wall. Harvey Wallbanger. Great story. And it's 100% false. About 10 years ago, the drink historian Robert Simonson did a deep dive into the history of this drink. He found that Donato Antone, at the time of this drink's origin, actually lived across the country in Hartford, Connecticut. Also, he found no official listing of a bar called Duke's Black Watch Bar in Hollywood, and there's no record of a surfer named Tom Harvey. So, that kills the story dead. Let's get to the truth, as best as we know. In the late 1960s, there was a gentleman named George Bednar, who was the marketing director of the company that imported Galliano into the United States. What does he do? He starts circulating this origin story, the one I just told you, to sell more Galliano. Also, in 1969, there was a cartoon character that popped up everywhere, named Harvey Wallbanger, who was this distraught-looking dude with sandals on, who had a tagline that said, "Harvey Wallbanger's the name, and I can be made." Well, anyway, people started making Harvey Wallbangers. And in the 1970s, it was the it drink. There were pre-made drink mixes for Harvey Wallbangers. You could get it pre-made in a can. There was such a thing as a Harvey Wallbanger cake. I did read there was a dog named Harvey Wallbanger that was winning dog shows in the 70s. So like this really was a pop culture phenomenon. And the drink is not that good. But who created the drink? That's the real question. Was it Donato Antone or was it George Bednar? Well, Robert Simonson has a theory. He believed that Bednar consulted Antone, maybe asked him to create this drink as well as go along with the origin story, which is believable because Duke, Antone, created another drink around that time that he did for sure create called the Freddy Fudpucker, which is a Harvey Wallbanger with tequila. That brings us to the cocktail, I think here, right? The traditional build, let me tell you, it's really simple. I'm not gonna make it the traditional way. Typically built in the glass, vodka, orange juice, and then you float a little Galliano on top. The flavors are good and there's potential. I mean, I like Galliano, I like orange juice. So it's not that it's this absolutely terrible drink, but I do think that it can be improved upon, and I'm going to show you what I did now. So, now the booze. All right, to make my version of the Harvey Wallbanger, we will need vodka, Galliano, Curaçao, orange juice, fresh lemon juice, and an orange. So I've clearly added a few things here, but we're staying in the same flavor profile. Starting off with the vodka. Vodka, you can pick any vodka you want. This is gonna be the base, and that is that. On to the Galliano. This is an important ingredient in this drink. Galliano is an Italian liqueur that tastes like vanilla and anise and a little bit of peppermint, kind of cinnamon. It does come in a larger 750 milliliter bottle that I've addressed before in a past video when we did the Golden Cadillac. I recommend getting the smaller bottle. You don't go through tons of Galliano, at least most people don't, and it is easier to pour from than this giant baseball bat. The Curaçao, obviously not called for, but here's the thing. I feel that this drink benefits from shaking, because if I were to just throw some vodka in a glass, top it off with orange juice, and then float the Galliano on top, you kind of taste it in pieces. So I like to shake it up. However, I've addressed this in the past. Orange juice in cocktails, especially when you start diluting it, turns to nothing. It's not sweet enough to hold up to the dilution. It's also not acidic enough for my taste. So I'm adding the Curaçao to add a little bit of that orange sugar, and I'm adding the lemon juice to add a little bit of acid. If you want, you could acid adjust the orange juice, but I find this to be easier. And then with the orange, I am going to be doing something called a regal shake, which sounds fancy, and it is. And I'm gonna show you now the booze. I'm ready. You ready? Let's do it. Let's start with the vodka. 1.5 ounces of vodka. To that, I'm gonna add 1 full ounce of Galliano, twice as much as most Harvey Wallbanger recipes, 1/4 ounce of Curaçao, 3 ounces of orange juice, 1/2 ounce of fresh lemon juice, and then 2 peels of the orange. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because we're going to shake it up with the cocktail in what's called a regal shake, and that imparts a little bit of bitterness from the pith. It also, more importantly, adds the orange oils that are in the skin. So it makes the orange flavor pop a little bit more. So I am expressing the oils into the cocktail and just dropping in the whole peel. Now we add ice and we can shake. About 10 seconds or so, give it a little chill, incorporate everything. Grab a chilled Collins glass, add some ice, and I'm gonna double strain this into the glass to catch all of the orange pieces. That is full. Let's do an orange wheel and a cherry. What is sometimes referred to as a flag. Here we are. Grab a straw if you'd like. And there we have the Harvey Wallbanger. Cheers. A blast from its disco past. Movie magic, poof, everything disappears. There we are, the Harvey Wallbanger. Doo-doo. There it is. Straight from the 1970s. I remember it well. Yep, now there is an orange juice heavy cocktail that I can get behind. I'm not banging my head on the wall. The vodka, I don't get at all. I definitely get the orange. I get a bit of tartness, a little bit more acid, but it doesn't taste like lemon. The Galliano is not too much at all. In fact, it just gives it a little creaminess, a little vanilla, slightly herbal flavor that goes really well with the orange. Oz, would you like to try this?
I would actually. Oh, it's actually good.
Kind of tastes like orange juice.
It tastes like orange juice.
Yeah, it's like a punch of orange, right? Which is what I feel the Harvey Wallbanger is usually lacking. Yeah, if you wanted, you could float even more Galliano on top. Yeah, we can do it right now. Let's do it. Some people really hate this stuff. Just gonna do a little. So yeah, the idea of floating it on top, I mean, it's kind of the same color. Yeah, it's still not too much. If you like orange juice and you don't really want to taste the booze, this is dangerous. Harvey Wallbanger was meant to be like thrown together at some discotheque, so this is a little different because there's a little bit more technique involved, but I do think that it's good. I would prefer this one to that one they were making 45, 50 years ago. There it is. Try it, make it. Let me know if you do any tweaks to your Harvey Wallbanger. Thank you, Babbel, for sponsoring today's film. Thank you, the viewer, as always, for watching. Don't forget your merch. It's quite the collection. It's awesome. I will see you next time. Cheers. I was born in late 1979. When it turned 1980, I'll never forget this. New Year's Eve, going into 1980. I was a week old. I knew about the Harvey Wallbanger, but I had yet to try it. And when I did, I thought it's a little too thin.